Two totally different directions. And your job is to align them up so that you can move forward in a powerful way. Myth number 2 is that abundance is singularly focused on possessions and money.
I'm going to make a bold statement and say that doing a TEDx talk is going to be the most transformative and uplifting experience.
Right? That's it's all about what you drive, what you live in, how much money you make. When in fact, this couldn't be further from the truth. Wealth is possessions and money. Abundance is a 360 experience. True abundance is your health, because if you don't have great health, life does not feel good. Abundance is relationship. And at the end of your life, literally, you will measure the quality of your life by the quality of the relationships you had. All the other stuff will fall away. That promotion you're thinking about, you're wondering about that raise, it will fall away in the area of importance when you get to the end of your life. You will begin to look at the quality of your relationships, how are your children relating to you, how are your siblings relating to you. Do you have love in your life? You literally will start looking at relationships at a higher level as you get older. So when you mind them now, you take care of them. And I know that for a fact. I have a friend who's worth $14 billion, billion with a B. He was just partying at my house all night long, wouldn't leave, 4 a.m, go home. And he flew in from Canada to go to my New Year's party because he loves my family connection. And he doesn't have one. He is financially wealthy. He's relationship broke. Does that make sense? Abundance is a 360 experience. It's about relationships. It's about health. It's about your spiritual groundedness. That doesn't mean you have a religious origin. It's about, can you release? Can you forgive? Can you let go? Can you be still? Do you meditate? Do you have time with yourself? That has a lot to do with the quality of your life. Let me tell you, in order to have something different, you are going to have to do something different. In order to have something more, you have to do something you haven't done yet. I had to say the things I didn't want to say, do the things I didn't feel like doing to have the life I know I wanted, period. And all I did was give instructions for, here, do this bite size, do this bite size, do this bite size. Bite-sized, digestible, palatable pieces of what you can do. And when you look up, and you don't have to have a magnificent change over 12 months, have a small change over 30 days, and then a small change over 30 days, your breakthrough will come in needlepoint moves. And you'll look up in 5 years and not recognize your life. Every single thing you touch is impacted by your story. As an attorney, as a teacher, as an architect, there's not one line of business that you can be in that a story, and a great story, won't elevate your outcome. Every single line of business, every single line of service that you're connected to will be impacted and ideally elevated by the level in which you're willing to tell and share your story. So let me give you some guidelines, some parameters, what I like to call the bumper rails, as if you're going bowling. You know, when I go bowling, I ask them to put the little bumper rails down so I can my ball can get down the lane. So let me set up some bumper rails for you so that you understand what makes a great story. So one is the willingness to take risk. Most people, Vishen, when they're telling a story, they don't want to take a risk. So the story has its limits on how high it'll go or how deep it'll go. And when you have that, then you're really not at that part that's going to touch my soul. So being willing to take a risk, being clear and concise with your stories. A great story is a show me story, not a tell me story. Now, this is the distinction that's the game changer for most. Most people are telling a story. They say, so let me just share with you a little bit of my story, and I'll tell you and then I'll show you. So as I was building my life, there was a time in my life that was very difficult. It was very challenging. True story. Very difficult, very challenging, very uncomfortable. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of hope, and things just looked dismal. At some point, I had to turn my life around. At some point, I made the decision that life had to get better. I'm telling you that. It's decent. You learn about me. Then if I were to show you that story, I would say 6 days a week, I had to eat beanies and weenies. I had to find money in the crevices and the corners of my couch so that I can get my son milk. There were times when my heart would beat fast just at, what am I going to have tomorrow? At some point, I got sick and tired of my own story. Is this going to be my future? No. I can't handle it. Notice a difference in that second story.
I completely see that.
I just painted a picture. Same story. Now, the second one, when you show a story, it's going to require more of you. It's going to require you to find the colors. What were you thinking? What were you experiencing? What was going on in your head? Instead of telling me you look for money, turn and point. Now, this is anywhere. This is anywhere you are doing anything. I promise you, you become a great storyteller and you will captivate your audience no matter what you're doing. I've captivated investors. I've captivated students. I've captivated educators because I was willing to show the story. I call it unpacking the story, Vision. Being willing to tell me, what were you thinking? What were you feeling? What were you seeing? Think about a story as an oral movie. And so in an oral movie, think when you're looking at a movie, the first thing they do is they identify what state of time it is. Is it futuristic? Is it in the now? Was it back in the day?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, champions. Happy Monday to you and everyone here. Welcome, Mike Larkin. I am StarzTina, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to Breakfast with Champions. If you want to see my face and my red lip and my big, beautiful smile, then jump on YouTube. Click the link at the top. Or if you're watching me on Facebook or LinkedIn, good morning to you. This is Monday. I am feeling so charged. I finally slept last night. Family, before last night, the past 3 nights, I've just been having sleep issues, and I've never had that in my life. I know a lot of people that say they have issues sleeping, and I could never relate, and I related the past 3 nights, but I'm good now. I'm feeling truly amazing. When you come into this space, we're going to bring you motivation. And this morning, I played my favorite motivational speaker. Good morning, River. Lisa Nichols. I love her. She's also going to be at one of Ramon's events, so make sure you tap into Ramon's page and everything. Besides the motivation, we're going to give you the education, because I don't know about you, but I love to learn. Learning expands my mind, my everything. So we're going to educate you. Good morning, Babs. Good morning, Valerie. When it comes to your mindset, because everything begins with mindset, right? With your finances, your fitness, everything that you may possibly need. And I see some hellos here on YouTube. Hi, good morning to you. Motivation, education, and then lastly, we are going to inspire you. There are 3 more weeks left in this year. It flew by, but it's feeling great right now. I'm just like riding it like a roller coaster. And in these last 3 weeks, if you notice, we've been talking about push down, pump the gas, step into that gas, get it going. But as we step into this gas, I'm slowly starting to like go on that bottom of the ride. You know, like when you're going up, it's like working, and now I'm gliding down. If anyone else gliding down these last few weeks, I'm getting super laser focused. And before I forget, I just want to mention something really quick that's super, super important and heavy on my heart. It's regarding people and places and things. And 2023, good morning, Tanya, has been an amazing year for me. And I just feel like I just keep growing and expanding so fast. It just feels amazing. And I want to talk about reason. You know, people may come into your life for a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year. They come into your life for one particular reason. Maybe they come into your life to let you know that you are amazing and you can do anything you want. Maybe they come into your life to let you know that you are loved and you appreciate love. And that love may only last for a day or a month. So ladies, gentlemen, everyone that's here, open up your hearts, open up your mind to people. Because if you're anything like me, sometimes you keep it closed down because you're afraid of getting hurt, right? But trust and believe. When you open up your heart, oh, baby, it feels so good. You get like these butterflies in your heart. So what if that person leaves or that job leaves or that situation leaves? But for that moment, it felt amazing, right? Like Whitney Houston, just one moment in time. I'm not even going to try to sing the song. And then besides that reason, it's a season, right? People may come into your life for a season. Maybe it's the season of sadness. For me, it was, my biggest trauma. I had some amazing humans in my life for that season of my life, and they were there to get me through that. And then you have those champions, like my girl Renee. I'm pulling her up on the stage right now. Like my pain in the butt sometimes, Pete. They're in your life for a lifetime, okay? Those are amazing humans. So I just wanted to give my girl Renee a great big thank you shout out. If you don't know who she is my supporting partner. She's been with me for about 2 years now. She is moving to Kentucky or Ohio. I don't flipping well know.
Kentucky, Ohio.
Kentucky, I was close. And I am moving to Texas/New Jersey/California/ traveling the world, whatever. But I just want to say my heart is so full with love right now. So just embrace everyone that's there with you. So 3 weeks left in the year. I want to hear, what is the highlight of your weekend? If you want to unmic, I'm going to leave the floor open for a few minutes so that anyone can share what their highlight of the weekend is. Go. Really, people?
Tina, let me say, honestly, the highlight of my weekend, it may seem small, but to me, it was huge. I walked down to the Christmas boat parade, and I swear to Santa, I squeal like a kid. I yell Merry Christmas. But just love it. Like a big deal, but I moved intentionally down to this space so I could walk to these things. And I'm just so excited just living here, even if it's a smaller space in an apartment, not a house.
Yes.
It allows me to do those things. So every time I do something like that, I'm so thankful.
I love it. I love it. And I remember once when I was in Florida during Christmas and I couldn't understand it, the no snow and stuff. And they were talking about going to a boat parade. I'm like, hey, what is that? But I love that. And I love your social media, by the way, Marilyn. You just really embrace life and show life. And thank you so much for being one of my speakers. If you guys didn't know, this Wednesday, we're beginning the Elevate Your Business Summit. If you have not signed up, I want to invite you to. We're having an in-person event in Orlando. So if you're in the Orlando area, you want to come by so you can hug all of our necks. And I'm so excited to see Mary Lynn in her chrome. And if you're looking at the screen, you need to look at my nails because I got the Beyonce chrome nails going right now. And I'm just feeling litty lit. Anyone else want to share their highlights?
Hey, I'll jump in real quick. Listen, I think I found a chrome shirt. Fit the thing. So I think you're going to be the judge. My highlight, listen, I missed the opportunity yesterday with Charlene and that day, but listen, I got a chance to connect with Dr. Jeannie Snyder for the Georgia NSA meeting, the holiday event. Then I had dinner with her Saturday night, but I had breakfast with Charlene also Friday morning, and hopefully I get to catch that day before she's out of here. But man, what a weekend.
That is what I'm talking about, making connections. And TM and Dr. Jeannie are one of the speakers. I might as well change this event to Elevate Your Business with BWC. Dr. Jeannie is amazing. And I know that had to be awesome. It's all about connections, right? Reason, season, lifetime, just really coming from your heart. I want to scroll down and just say good morning to April, Michelle, Kipakpo, Tanya, Charlika, Diana, Kwame, Abzella, Zeron, Maxine, come on up to the stage. Maurice, I see Nia. Just remember, family, everyone has a seat at the table. That's why I love this place, this family, this community. And if you have not already, you can see all the wonderful things we do on the BWC Daily website. I'm going to put that up right now, just a little housekeeping before we actually get into everything. Because if you didn't know, if you go on this site, you can see who is going to speak the next day. You go to schedule, and yeah, it may change every now and again, but you see the schedule and it shows everyone that's speaking and their time. Not only that, you can hop on here and see some of the articles that are in here. There's also another link if you scroll down that says events. So this is very, very good. BWCdaily.com. Let's see if I hop on the Facebook page. I'm going to see who has been interacting in our Facebook page. I want you guys to join BWC Daily. And who gave the last post? Let's see. Angelica McGinnis. Yay. She put a post up here. I see Christina Howard, of course. Dora Maria. Join our Facebook group. This is where you can extend what you are. Oh gosh, why do I have the ugly face on there? Okay, I put a post and I didn't read. Sometimes when you make a video and it's got like this page, you're like, what is that? Anyway, back to the topic. Join our Facebook group, bwcdaily.com, and all the wonderful things where you can see us. We're here Monday through Saturday, starting at 4 a.m. with the UK crew, finishing off around 11, getting all the great stuff. Now, today I wanted to talk about a few things, but before I do, I just want to highlight my weekend, which was just great. It was amazing. And I just realized what I did. I had the opportunity. I'm doing this event, Elevate Your Business. So I'm lucky, guys. I get to hang out with all these speakers. I interviewed Marvin and Marcus Black this past weekend. And we all know that Marcus talks about staying focused. And sometimes I'm a little nervous when I speak with Dr. Jeannie and TM and Marcus and Marvin. Why? Because I'm going to ask questions like, what do you think about this in my business? And they're going to tell me the truth. And I asked Marvin, I was like, am I all over the place? Because I know that I do a lot of things. For example, no more traumedy. Traumedy is my jam. That is my thing. I embrace it. I walk into it. I hug it. I love it. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. And when this occurs, life-changing experiences occur. It could be a broken heart. Guys, I remember when I was younger, I actually went to the hospital and I was like, something's wrong with me. And I'm crying and crying and going. And I'm talking to the lady. And she said, girl. Okay, she didn't say it like that. She was like, you have a broken heart. A broken heart can be a traumedy for some people. So don't take it lightly. So that's what I do with everything. I'm an international motivational speaker. And I say that because we're revving up for our retreats, right? This year, we did one in Bermuda. We're also doing Honduras next year. So if you want to jump on the retreat bandwagon, come through, because I'm bringing those traumedies through greatness. Renee will put the chat somewhere. So in May, we're going to Honduras. Actually, Honduras and Bermuda is the same month. Wow, that's going to be pretty wild. And we've got our fitness group. Everything I do is grounded in fitness. Fitness is my passion. I love it. I run an online fitness boutique studio. We're revving up for our 6-week challenge, which is starting in January. I'm currently doing it now. So that when you come through in January, it's popping, but it's phenomenal. So the online fitness studio, I'm a life and health coach because each year I want to grow. So about 2 years ago, I got certified to be a life and health coach. And next year, I'm doing a certification for trauma with yoga and breath work. And it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. So I'm excited about that for next year. As you know, I wrote a book. It's called No More Traumedy. It's amazing. We're putting a workbook with it. And opportunities come with things that you do, right? I've been putting in the work this year. So with the book, I've been reaching out to different schools and different organizations because children are the future, right? And I want to embrace the children so that they can grow. And all of this is, to remind me and keep my son's legacy alive. And then as I talk about trauma, and whenever anyone buys a book and they're like, sign it, they'll tell me their story. They'll tell me their little traumedy. I'm sorry, not little traumedy. They're all huge. They'll share with me their traumedy. And I thought, wow, how did they get through that? God gives you what you can handle. And I'm sure you've heard it before. You can only God's not going to give you more than you can handle. And I remember back in the day, I hated that saying because God has given me a lot of stuff, guys. He loves me, but he just keeps throwing on me. When they say, give me patience, well, he's going to give you a lot more stuff, a lot more issues if you want patience. So God gave me a lot of traumedies. So when I talk to these people and they share what they're going through, I'm like, oh, and it made me realize that their stories need to be heard. So we're putting together an anthology for next year. December 20th, we're having our meeting for our anthology for the authors that want to get through for that. I'm sure Renee will put the link somewhere. We're also having our meeting for the retreat. Why? Because this is all a part of who I am, a part of my brand, the No More Traumedy. So if you're not watching me on YouTube right now, click on that YouTube channel so you can see everything that I'm talking about. Subscribe, like, share with a friend. And then, of course, the podcast that I'm doing. It just all aligns to one place to get us to thrive in life. And if you're listening and you're like, wow, I kind of like what she's saying, well, book a call with me so we can chat to see what's in it for your future. We have 3 weeks left in this year. So today I want to talk about, are you a rock? Or are you a butterfly? Are you a rock? Or are you a butterfly? Let's see if anyone, I'm just curious because I make up these things. Like you heard me talk about the monkey effect a while ago and things like that. Anyone have any idea what I'm talking about when I say a rock and a butterfly? Just unmic and see and tell me what you think. Go for it. Anybody?
My guess is you stay in place or you spread your wings. I don't know.
Ooh, I like that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Were you an honor roll student, Mary Lynn, in school? Were you always the first one to raise your hand?
Except in front of the class. I skipped most of my classes and hid in the bathroom.
I love it. So on Sundays, when I prepare for this segment, I usually prepare early in the morning because I have my energy in the morning. And a tip for everyone that's here, if you have something that you need to do that's important to you, get up early. If that's your jam. Some people thrive at night, some people midday. For me, it's early in the morning. So lately I've been getting up at 3:30, just really tapping into all the things. And on Sundays, I get up early, TM's room. If you're not there, 6 a.m. family, trust me, it starts off with a little sermon and then it gets lit in his space, leadership on demand. But as I was preparing for today, I thought of rock and butterfly. And similar to you, Mary Lynn, I thought rocks are still. And then when I started writing my segment, I was like, okay, I'm going to put qualities of rock and qualities of a butterfly. And then a rock, I said, people that watch TV, go clubbing, and don't do anything. A butterfly, people that go training. And then I went for a run. And then as I was out there, my whole story changed, everything I was going to write. It's like, okay, so it's changed. And it's similar to what you had said, Mary Lynn. So first of all, before COVID, I lived in New Jersey. And life was wonderful, compared to the way, even though my son was gone, it was better than, I was established. I was teaching at about 7 or 8 different studios, all the classes. I just felt very comfortable. I was doing great. And I would say that was kind of like a rock mentality. And with a rock, pretty much, like she said, but you're still solid, right? Now I feel as if I'm a butterfly. I'm expanding. And sometimes you have to move to grow. Yes, it is super scary, but you have to have that faith. We hear it all the time, right? Faith of a mustard seed that you're going to succeed. Whatever's meant for you will be, but you have to have faith and you have to trust in yourself. Yes, I know it's scary. I'm scared all the time. I move through scariness. If I'm not shaking in my boots, if I'm not feeling that, then I'm not working hard enough. All right. TM told me last year or a couple of years ago, I can't remember, your goals have to be so big. You can't do them alone. They have to be so big, they scare you. And that's how mine are. I want to literally shift the world like a tornado, like a freaking hurricane. And I cannot do it alone. That's why I grab these champions. That's why I grab Glenn Lundy, who's opening up our event this Wednesday. Yes, Elevate Your Business Summit. Renee, if you can change that link at the top of the room so people that have not signed up yet can sign up, because it's going to be life-changing, shifting the space in the room. So I'm going to give you a couple tips regarding a rock. And I've got this vibrant, charismatic personality, and it attracts a lot of people. All right. You may think, wow, I want to be like her. She's got so much energy. But my question to you is, can you handle what I've gone through? Not only that, you have to work through the pain, the pressures, everything. And not just once, but continuously. And for me, it's like breathing, pushing through the pain. I will always have to push through. And it's like exercise for me. And I'm okay with that. I'm great with it. I realize there's going to be tough days. There's going to be great days. I'm just not giving up. I don't have a choice. All right. I don't have a choice. My daughter is depending on me. My mother is depending on me. Lots of people are depending on me, and me and God and everyone. So that is my story. I'm sticking to it. And here goes some qualities of a rock. All right. The rock's in the building. I should have played that message. TM, do you know why, or anyone else on here besides TM? I'm just saying, see, that was like kind of, anyway, why does Jay-Z name himself The Rock? Does anyone know? The Rock is in the building. I truly have no idea. Does anyone know? Maybe you can Google that, Renee, and find out. Anyway. Don't laugh. I hear the laughing in your voice. I hear it.
Not at all. The Rock, the ROC is the beginning of Rockefeller.
Thank you. And that's his brand, right? See, all about branding. From the beginning, family, it's all about branding. Thank you. So The Rock is in the building. Persistence and stability. That's my fitness. That's my fitness, family. I love my ladies. And if you want to join Shooting Stars Collective, we meet every Monday night, and it's all about accountability, right? Rocks are known for the stability and endurance. All right. Super, super important. Just like rocks, they stay still in the environment and they push through. Number 2, for the rock, consistency and reliability. You can rely on me that I'm going to be teaching a class every single Saturday. Whether I'm at the airport, whether I'm in an island somewhere, it's going down. All right. That's the type of coach. That's the type of people you want to surround yourself with. A lot of people talk, well, I want to do this and I want to do that, but can they follow through? Some people can't even last for a week, for a day. I know I'm a lot. I know it. You know, I say, if you want to get to success, jump on this train. Because I'm going, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. I have no excuses. There are no days off for me. I'm not saying you have to be like me, but for me, there's no days off. Yesterday, we tried something different, and you have to do different things, right? We do our fitness classes, and we did a bar class yesterday, which was a lot of stretching, and it was painful, you know, but you have to just push through the pain all the time. I say that to say, even though it's your day off, you can still be growing your mindset, growing your business. So with consistency and reliability, that's number 2. And if you need a coach, book a call with me. Number 3, formation and transformation. Rocks undergo different processes. If you look at stones and rocks, and I guess you could crack it in half. I was in a store this weekend looking at crystals and stuff, and there was this one rock, and the outside was hard and crusty and ugly, and you could see where it looked like they cut it, but I don't think maybe they did cut it. I don't know. And you saw the different layers. It was beautiful. It was pink and white and brown. It was gorgeous. And then it had these little things sticking up out of it. It's beautiful. And that's how we are as humans. It's we can grow, we can expand, we can just turn into these beautiful creatures if you reach out. And that's where I talk about my podcast. You can tap into my podcast where I'm reaching out to all different parts of the world. When I see that little thingy go to Africa and go to Europe, I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. And I do want to thank K-Popco for signing up for the event this weekend. I'm so excited to see you there. So number 3 is formation and transformation. Number 4 is building a foundation. Rocks are the foundation of the Earth's crust. And it gives us a beautiful landscape. Has anyone here ever been to Zion? Please unmic if you've ever heard of Zion, seen Zion, anything like that. Anybody? I'm going to look in the chat to see if anyone has. Thank you, River. Rocks and stones have life. Wow. So family, I am here to tell you, I've traveled to a lot of beautiful places. Hawaii, Bermuda, Jamaica, Bahamas. Zion, I believe it's in California. Honestly, I don't know because I kind of got dragged along. Renee, if you can look that up, where Zion is exactly. It is by far the most beautiful place I've seen in the entire world. God was just showing off when he made this place. There's these huge mountains, and literally one of them, Angel's Landing, it was 2 miles high. We had to climb 2 miles. I didn't go to the tippity top because I got scared. They had like this little string. They had a metal like chain so you could get to the tippity top. I didn't do that because I was like, oh no. And I usually do heights. And then the nighttime at this area, whew, pitch black outside. You could see every single star. As I close my eyes, I see it. They have this cave that they built through the mountain. And when you drive through the cave, it is complete darkness. So beautiful. I kind of got off track. She said it's in Utah. Thank you, Renee. Zion National Park is in Utah. I kind of go, oh, the foundation, building the foundation. This place is beautiful. So Elevate Your Business Summit, which is starting on Wednesday, in person on Saturday. That's what's going to build your foundation for your business. If you're just starting, if you're already there, if you don't really know what to do. Why is it the foundation? Because of the speakers, the lineup, the champions that are here, the people that are doing it. I don't know about you, but I listen to people that make more money than I do. If someone has done something, I'm going to follow their lead. What are you doing? How did you do that? To save me time. We don't have to go into encyclopedias anymore. Does anyone here remember, what was that? I know Renee knows. What was that thing called? You went in the hot library and you pulled the thing out. You took these little index cards out. What was that called, Renee?
Do you remember? The Britannica.
What was it?
The Britannica.
No, you're talking about the encyclopedia. I'm talking about that thing. You go in the library, you pull it out, you get the card, and you look for the book.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I was going to say another one. That's what'd you say, Bella? And then remember that other thing you had to, I think someone said the film card catalog, but remember that other thing now? I'm really going back. When you saw the newspaper and you had to scroll through that little plastic thing on microfilm. Well, see how I got off? See, guys, I got off topic. What was I talking about? Elevate your business. Oh, the foundation. Anyway, building a foundation comes from strong leaders. Oh, yes, I got my point now. So back in the day, it was challenging, right? We had to go card catalog, this film thing. But nowadays, you just get on YouTube. You just follow the champions. If you want to be where I am, if you want to be where TM is, if you want to be where Glenn Lundy is, Marcus Black, follow the leaders. Come into our space. You know, I want to be a great, amazing speaker like Marcus Black. I want to be able to lead like Ramon, like Dr. Jeannie. So what do? I follow these leaders. So sign up for Elevate Your Business Summit. Super simple. EYBSummit.com. And when you sign up, we have a special going on. It's $97. You get the replays. So maybe you're not able to be there on Thursday. Maybe you're not able to be there on Friday or Saturday. If you go to the website, you're going to see when each speaker is going to speak. So you can tune in for that person and then go from there. So lastly, resilience in the face of adversity. And that resilience is just purchasing my book. Go on Amazon. It looks like I didn't get to the butterfly yet. We have 5 more minutes left. Let me recap the rocks tips. The rock: persistence and stability, consistency and reliability, formation and transformation, building a foundation, and resilience. So in summary, the metaphor of a rock in context with your work ethics and reaching your goals underscores the importance of persistence, stability, consistency, transformation, and resilience in the pursuit of success. Like rocks in nature, individuals with strong work ethics, that's getting up in the morning, okay? If you're wondering why you're not successful, if you're wondering why you're not making money, why you're not getting fit, you're not getting up early in the morning, you're not having good work ethics. You got to have good work ethics. You got to push through the storm, all right? So I'm going to save the butterfly for next week because just like I went through the rock, I've got all those things for the butterfly. So I'm going to unmic right now if anyone wants to share their thoughts on what I just stated. If so, unmic.
It's Bella StarzTina. I wanted to just say I finished your book this weekend, and you're talking about the rock. Shout out to Renee, the Dream Rock, the Black Rock. I love it. I don't know if you let people know when you got your book. I got my goodies, and I'm looking at rocks in a whole new direction. So thank you for the Dream Rock, and shout out to Renee. She rocks.
Yay! Yes. As we talk about the Dream Rock, if you're looking at the camera, in my hand I have a rock that says Grace. Bella, what does your rock say? Dream. I love it. So when you pre-ordered my book, No More Traumedy, I gave little gifts. I gave bracelets to some. And if you notice, I wear 7 bracelets every day, tiger's eye, all sorts of stuff to just keep me grounded. We gave rocks. We gave Palo Santo, all things to help keep you grounded, right? Because that's what I need in life and that's how I get through. So that's what I did. Who wants to speak next? Unmic. Thoughts, comments?
Hey, StarzTina.
Hi, Sunshine.
Giving you such a big hug. And I just want to tell you, Queen, I am so freaking proud of you. I have watched you grow like the butterfly. I have seen you expand way beyond your comfort zone. So thank you. And I like perception of both because, honestly, if you aren't grounded like a rock, then you can't anchor in the amazingness, really, and expand like the butterfly. So either way, I didn't get, you didn't get to expand the butterfly, but I am totally in with the rock.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't used to ground things, or I always wanted to be the butterfly, but I realized stuff didn't really get done. So
I like how you said things don't get done. That's true. If you're all over the place, you're not going to get anything done. I'll do a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of that. Not going to work. And Trey, thank you for unmiking because we are partnering together along with Angeline, doing the best Renaissance vision rebirth party you can think of. Game changer family. Let me tell you, you want to tap in. Renee, put that link in the chat somewhere, please, for our Renaissance rebirthing of our party that's happening in a couple weeks, next week actually. So let me just finish off. Anyone else want to share? We got like 2 more minutes. Anyone else want to share?
To your beautiful stories. And this is a quote from Richard Bach, which you might have heard. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, God calls a butterfly. God bless. I love you. Back to you.
Oh, I love that. I'll have you in charge of quotes on Mondays, Trey. If you can do that for me, that'll help. Because I wanted to put a quote. I just didn't have one yet. So thank you. With that being said, everyone, I am StarzTina, your life and health coach. So excited about the summit coming up. If you have not signed up yet, Make sure you do. It's going to be a game changer. And I believe those that are meant to be there will be there. I am that person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. God has gifted me with this talent, and I'm so super grateful and honored to be a part of this community. I want us to share out this room. I want us to get motivated in these last 3 weeks. Yes, we're pushing down the gas. Yes, we're pushing to our dreams and our goals and our targets. But also, I want you to embrace the moment. Squeeze that rock, stay grounded with your family and friends, make lasting memories, make experiences. Everything I do is an experience. I'm so excited about today's experience. My mother is flying down and I'm having brunch with my good supporting partner, Renee, who's right here, with my guy, Pete, and with my mother. So I'm going to have an amazing morning. I'm not having pancakes, even though I want pancakes. With that being said, I am StarzTina. Tap into my Sparkle Tree, which is on Instagram, if you want to find out all the amazing things that we are doing. And without further ado, make some noise for the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest American speaker who's speaking at my event this Wednesday at 11 a.m., Mr. Glenn Lundy. Make some noise, family! Woo, woo!